There is an air of anticipation in the arena tonight as we reset and look ahead to a very special World Championship edition of Saturday Night Slam Masters. Commissioner Haggar on his way out here, but before we begin, let's take a look at the unusual circumstances that have brought us to this point. CWA is under occupation.
Deliver your gold to me, and all of this will cease.
He did it! He did it! I can't believe it! Ortega, the world champion, just beat the Wraith and Kamala the Bouncer in the same night! Take a good look around, because all this crap defacing my ring is gonna be gone.
We'll do things your way, because you've given me exactly what I want.
Astro hitting that big top rope move now. Hugo's in the ring. Wait, Hugo's breaking the pin. What is going on here? Referee calling for the bell. Wait a second. Astro has won by disqualification.
Because you've given me exactly what I want. 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 Exactly what I want.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am excited. Not just because tonight we're gonna have a World Championship main event, but because CWA is building back better than ever before. CWA officials may not allow me to throw all the BWA criminal scum in the nearest slammer, but as long as they want to fight for gold, they're gonna have to play by our rules. Which reminds me, there's still one piece missing from this picture. So tonight, we're gonna fix that with the first matches in a 16-team tournament to crown new CWA Tag Team Champions at our next special event, Muscle Bomber Duo. Oh yeah, and if there are any former Tag Team Champions out there in exile, do us all a favor and show up for the tournament, or just forget about it. So Tag Team Championships are coming to CWA, and maybe a little bit of a dig there at the end. The world champion who, of course, showed up under dubious circumstances after the Summer Carnival Championship. What's going on here? Haggar ducking out one of the side exits. This is not an attack by BWA, and this could be the first team in the Tag Team Tournament, I think. Looks like Rip Saber and the Wraith are going to get this tournament kicked off in 16 teams. I can't wait to see who's going to be part of this thing. This is going to be tremendous. What a night of Saturday Night Slam Masters. I'm very pleased to have you with us. And it's Saturday night. It's time for a fight. And it's nice to be able to say that without the burden of BWA weighing down on us all. The past month and a half has really been a lost period for CWA, but it feels like we're back on track. The winds of change are blowing through Haggar Stadium here, and CWA is restored. But the challenge is still before us. Clearly, BWA have been able to negotiate some sort of contractual agreement. BWA are going to be part of CWA going forward by the look of it. At the very least, we've got Astro tonight in the main event competing for the undisputed CWA World Championship. Let's not forget that the IJWPW Women's Joshi World Championship has become a major factor. Black Widow wearing that title around her waist. Now we're going to have more gold. The Tag Team Championships. Who's going to take these guys on? Oh my! Well, we haven't seen these guys in quite a while. This military-themed tag team, joint strike, and it looks like, well, that's the Mystery Man. Demolition Dunphy is the name. I'm curious if that might be the same Demolition Dunphy who competed in UCWF. I don't know if that's him, but if it is, that's going to be a very interesting factor. I don't know if he's going to get involved in this thing, but clearly he attacked Rip Saber during the siege situation a couple of weeks ago. And now he's backing up Joint Strike. What a matchup this is going to be. Joint Strike, we haven't seen them since they competed against the Hyper Cannons way back during the CWA return, and now they're going to take on Rip Saber, another guy with a military background. Very interesting. Major Sergeant getting things started, but Rip Saber, nice kick to the head. BWA are going to be a tough team to beat here. It's going to be really interesting to see who the other teams are competing in this tournament. I got to think the Hyper Cannons be in there, maybe the 500 Trilly Powers, maybe United and Mighty. There's a lot of teams that could go all the way in this thing. And now the Great General tagging in. Rip Saber really handling Joint Strike right now. Demolition Duffy at ringside watching on. Rip Saber taking it to the mat. Rip Saber really in control right now. Joint Strike. Maybe a little bit of ring rust on these guys. And there's the tag, and now here comes the dark shadow that is the Wraith. Waist lock. Hoists him up. Look at the power of the Wraith. What a power slam. Effortlessly slamming the Great General down, and oh my, what the... He's so unorthodox, so bizarre, almost supernatural, that dropping headbutt. Now driving his fist into the skull of the Great General. Great General trying to recover now on the apron. The Wraith is there. The Wraith, one of the biggest men in CWA right now. But the Great General trying to fight back. And the Wraith has the chokehold. Lets him go, hooks the leg. Major Sergeant is there for his general. Breaking that pin. Rip Saber backing up the Wraith. And now the Wraith using his incredible strength to drive the knee into the side of the Great General, just tossing him around like a rag doll. The Great General is not a small man by any means, but the Wraith is just supernatural in his strength. And look at that, Beal throw across the ring, just tossing the Great General across the length of the ring. And now Rip Saber coming back in. And really, it's all BWA here in the opening matchup of this Muscle Bomber Duo Championship Tournament match. There's a nice diving knee. The Great General fighting back. Rallying the troops, perhaps. Here he is. Psyching up. Kick to the back. And a diving kick, but couldn't make the distance. Recovers well, but he knows he needs to get the tag here. A diving kick did not do the Great General any favors. Maybe the aerial assault just slightly mistimed. Rip Saber misses the kick. Major Sergeant now, Irish Whip. Drives the fist deep into the midsection of Rip Saber. Another Irish Whip. This time Saber goes over the top. Tactical maneuver, but Major Sergeant is there with those driving fists, and this is a flashback almost to what Rip Saber did to Commissioner Mike Haggar when BWA took over this arena. And now Rip Saber is feeling the impact of his own style, and now Major Sergeant's going after the Wraith. Major Sergeant is trying to clear the deck. The Wraith drops from the apron. And now they're spilling to the outside. Demolition Duffy watching on. High crescent kick. And we've got to go to an ad. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more tournament action. As we come back, Major Sergeant is behind enemy lines, still in no man's land, tangling with the Wraith. And Rip Saber dominating the Great General in the ring. Rip Saber feeling very confident right now. I can see why. The Wraith is squeezing the head of Major Sergeant. And now Rip Saber gets him up with a scoop slam. That sort of commando crawl headbutt. Unorthodox pin here. Major Sergeant's out of it. BWA advance. This is the Muscle Bomber Tag Team Championship Duo match. And there's that unorthodox headbutt of the Wraith that really did a lot of damage. And in the end, it was Rip Saber getting the cover on the Great General. Demolition Dunphy watching this match. He's not going to like that BWA got out on top. But what is the story with Demolition Dunphy? Why is he here? Why was he attacking Rip Saber? We still have questions. What is his background? Is he the guy from UCWF? Back in the day? Maybe. Very interesting, but it's BWA advancing in the Tag Team Championship Tournament. And I'm being told later tonight we're going to have a match and talk about questions. Hugo Anderay and Kamala the Bouncer. Was it a setup? Astro got the #1 contender spot through the interference of Hugo Anderay. BWA had recruited the Mad Gear Gang. A lot of questions there. Is this going to be another fix? Or is there genuine animosity if Mad Gear turned on BWA? But right now, it looks like more of this Muscle Bomber Duo Tag Team Championship Tournament. And the Hyper Cannons have got to be one of the favorite teams. Interim World Champion from the Summer Carnival Championship, Alexei Zalazov. This guy is tournament tested. Lucky Colt, not far behind. They met in the first round of the Summer Carnival Championship. This time they're working together as they should be, the Hyper Cannons. These guys have got to be one of the favorites. These guys could be the next tag team champions. These are Mike Haggar's proteges, and I'm sure the commissioner would love to see his guys go all the way. We got to find out who they're going to go up against. Competition is going to be really fierce in this tournament, I think. A lot of great combinations could find their way into this thing. Oh my! Well, we saw these guys just a couple of weeks ago going up against BWA. They were one of the last lines after BWA kind of run roughshod through the whole CWA roster. It was Uo and Sao who sort of were unlikely last lines to fight BWA, and now they're going to take on the Hyper Cannons. Of course, the Hyper Cannons were instrumental in driving BWA out. BWA dominated Haggar Stadium. It was a month-and-a-half siege, really. Now things are starting to get back to normal. You can see over the ensuing weeks, CWA has reworked the entire arena. Got rid of that BWA logo. You can see the LED screen still cracked. I guess that hasn't been repaired. Hopefully we'll get into that. The CWA branding, the ropes, everything is back to normal. Now Hyper Cannons facing off against Woe and Sal. Alexei Salazov, front face lock. Nice suplex. Whoa, taking him down. Woe and Sal are going to be, don't underestimate them. They're going to be contenders here. Nice front drop kick by Woe. Hard right hand by Woe, pushing the advantage. And now the tag. And the synergy between Woe and Sal is going to be a real factor. Alexei Zalazov catching him with a nice clothesline. Springboard dropkick across half the ring. Unbelievable. The rockin' Ukrainian now is taking the fight to Sal. And Sal finds himself in a hostile corner. Nice kick by Lucky Colt. Controlling Sal. Hey, there's a monster buster. Shades of Gerald Goldie. Lucky Colt just ducking out for a second. Nice uppercut. These guys are all fired up here. Front face lock, another suplex. These guys are so fundamentally sound. Really the training of Mike Haggar preparing these guys, and there's the hook. But no. Uo breaks the cover. Nice elbow drop, and that is the fundamentals of Lucky Colt and Alexei Zalazov. Hey, Lucky Colt picking a fight with the Woe, though. The Florida Wild Horse brings the Woe into the ring. And these guys are taking the fight to a Woe and Sal. This could be getting a little out of hand here. The rock and roll stylings of the Hyper Cannons getting a little bit out of control, but now Sal's in the ring. Hard shot on Lucky Colt. But Colt with an incredible spinning kick. Unbelievable. Backs it up. Oh, there's the Sunset Splash. The finishing move of Lucky Colt. But no. Uwo is there to break the cover again. And this is going to be one of the real strengths, I think, of Uwo and Sal. That synergy, that simpatico style. They're a great tag team. They work together very well. Of course, the Hyper Cannons work very well together as well. Don't be confused with their individual accolades. They're tremendously accomplished solo wrestlers, but also tremendous tag team. This is high-level competition right here, but Sal is in control for the moment. And now it's Lucky Colt who finds himself in the red corner. What's happening here? Irish whip. There's the splash, and now, whoa, what a clothesline. That tag team style of Uwo and Sal really could be a difference maker. And now Uwo's going after Alexei Zalazov. A little bit of fire between these guys. I wouldn't like to think there's anything political there. Uwo and Sal are just a couple of brawlers. These guys, they're here for the fight, really. That's all they care about. And not to mention the tag team championships, of course. Winners here will advance to the quarterfinals. 16 teams. Oh, whoa, catches Alexei Zalazov. And now he is in control. Lucky Colt is fading in the corner. What a clothesline. And we got to go to an ad. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And we're back with this championship edition of Saturday Night Slam Masters Muscle Bomber Duo Tournament in action. Bit of a dream match here, really, between Uwo and Sal and the Hyper Cannons. You can see Uwo and Sal using the tag team moves during the break, taking control of Alexei Zalazov. The rockin' Ukrainian writhing in agony. And now Uwo and Sal really look like they could have this match wrapped up here. There's the tag. Here comes Uwo. What's he gonna do here? Tag team tournament, of course. 16 teams. Winners will advance to the quarterfinals. Don't forget, later tonight, we're gonna have a CWA World Championship match. Wow, what a clothesline. And there's the leg hook. This could be it. No, Lucky Colt coming to the aid of his tag team partner, Alexei Zalazov. Colt in the blue, Zalazov in the yellow. And Uwo firing up here. I think Uwo feels it. He feels like they're ready to advance, but there's Zalazov, gets the tag. Here comes Colt. What's he gonna do? Meeting of the minds. Interesting takedown, and there's the drop kick. And the Florida Wild Horse is gonna fight to get the Hyper Cannons back in this. Goes to the top rope. Uwo is crawling away. He gets the tag to Sal. Things are heating up here. Oh, what a clothesline by Lucky Colt. Referee ordering Uwo out of the ring. Colt hits the ropes. A little bit rattled by the look of things. Uwo could capitalize, but no. There's the German suplex, rolls through. He's got the cover. The Hyper Cannons advance. The Hyper Cannons move to the quarterfinals of the Muscle Bomber Duo match. And here's the double team moves by Woe and Sal. One of those during the break, and there's that diving axe handle. But it was the Lucky Colt German suplex rolling through to get the Hyper Cannons into the next round. Look at that. Lucky Colt wearing the crimson mask. The fruits of his labor. The fruits of a Woe and Sal's brawling style. But it's the Hyper Cannons who advance. Hey, wait a second. Wait just a second. There he is, the CWA World Champion. He defeated Alexei Zalazov. He was the interim World Champion. He won that at the Summer Carnival Championship in a tournament, no less. But at the International Blowout, it was Victor Ortega who came out on top, the undefeatable World Champion, the undisputed World Champion. And he's coming out a little early. Are we going to get this title match going now? Astro lining up to face him. Of course, Astro earned that last week in the number one contenders match, got the better of Ivan. The fusion with Mad Gear turning on BWA. What's Victor Ortega going to have to say about this?
Haggar, I'm getting a little tired of cleaning up your messes. I welcome any legitimate challenger to my title, but I'm not playing any games. If Astro wants to challenge me tonight, he has to do it as a man, one-on-one, or I'm out of here.
And here comes the commissioner. Gee, Victor Ortega sounds like he's in a bad mood. He's a little extra gruff, I feel like, this week. But here comes Mike Haggar once again. And the commissioner maybe going to address this straight away. Ortega criticizing Mike Haggar, saying he had to clean up his mess, maybe alluding to Victor Ortega's role in driving the BWA Poison out of the Haggar Stadium takeover. He was instrumental, took out Kamala the Bouncer and the Wraith in the same night.
You know what, Ortega? I actually agree with you. So tonight, if any member of BWA appears at ringside during the main event, Astro will immediately be disqualified.
Well, there you go. BWA barred from ringside. That is huge. If any member of BWA appears in the arena, Astro will immediately be disqualified from the championship match. That is going to be huge. But hey, wait a second. What's going on here? What's going on? Mad Gear are attacking Kamala the Bouncer in the backstage area. And I think that answers the question if there's animosity or if it was a setup. It's clearly animosity. Here comes Titan and Birdie now. What's going on here? Kamala trying to crawl away, and the 500 trillion powers are brawling with Mad Gear. We've seen this before. What? Titan taking down Hugo. What's going on? I don't know what's going on now. I'm being told maybe. Sounds like. Well, we're going straight into the World Championship match. Kamala and. Yeah, Kamala and Hugo Andre will not be competing tonight. They're brawl clearly putting an end to that. And now the number one contender, Astro, is coming out here. Once again, it was the interference of Hugo Andre, the BWA's most recent recruits, that got Astro this shot. Hugo Andre attacked Astro. There was a disqualification. The referee awarded the win to Astro because he was attacked, costing Ivan his number one contender status. And Astro has triggered it straight away. Clearly, Astro has some sort of direct line to CWA officials. He's been able to negotiate a BWA contract extension or something to get BWA to stay in the game. And he got himself a World Championship match. It's what he wanted. But he is going to have to earn it. There are no shortcuts when this man is involved. Victor Ortega, the undefeatable, undisputed CWA World Champion. This guy has been reigning for who knows how long, returned from exile to beat Alexei Zalazov. And now he is the man who wears that strap around his waist. Championship edition of Saturday Night Slam Masters right here. And BWA still have a chance to take the power that they want. Astro made it clear he wanted Ortega to deliver the gold. And now the gold is here. But it's a question of whether or not Astro can take it. He won't have BWA to back him up. BWA officially barred from ringside during this match. If they even appear, the referee will immediately disqualify Astro. And this match is going to go uninterrupted after this break. Stick around.
Yeah, come on. Everybody come alive real quick. Battle of the strong, survival of the fit. Take your best shot, hope you don't miss. I ain't never scared, never quitting is the motto. Come on, everybody come alive real quick. Battle of the strong, survival of the fit. Take the best shot. Yeah, come on, everybody come alive real quick. Battle of the strong, survival of the fit. Take your best shot, hope you don't miss. A new challenger is among us. They can take it high, you can take it much farther. Fast with the hands, eat Honda. Defend my legacy with strength and honor. I'm the greatest ever. I'm the fire breathe. Come down, see. No way I can't reach this. It's a showdown. This is my arena.
And the future of CWA could hang in the balance right here as Astro challenges Victor Ortega for the CWA World Championship. Referee receiving the title belt from Ortega shows it to Astro. That's what it's all about. That's what Astro wants. But is he going to get it? Let's hope not. For the future of CWA. What a tremendous matchup. Victor Ortega physically the much bigger of the two, but Astro flying with a back elbow there. Getting this thing started. Ortega. Nice slam. Hooks the leg. Already? Oh my, I thought it was over. And that is the power of Victor Ortega. Misses with the leg drop though. The speed of Astro could be an issue for Ortega. Ortega obviously physically much more powerful, fast guy. I mean, really, Ortega ticks all the boxes, but Astro has tremendous speed. He has uncanny ability. We haven't really seen a lot of Astro in action. Nice DDT there. And now taking the mount position, driving the fists, and when he comes out to the ring, we've seen him with those glowing fists. I don't know what kind of power Astro is emanating, but there is more to Astro than meets the eye. As he takes on the world champion, the undefeated, undisputed world champion. And now Ortega fighting back. Oh, wait a second, that's the muscle bomb! The muscle bomb! Hooks! This has got to be it! This has got to be... I can't believe that. Out of nowhere, the muscle bomb finishing move, and Astro is rolled to the outside. That has got to be a total surprise for Astro. Diving from the top rope with a big splash to the outside. Ortega is not messing around. And here we see the absence of BWA. Like Astro maybe was able to roll through that knee. Didn't take too much of it, but there's a kick to the face. And Ortega just tossing Astro around. Astro's in trouble, and Ortega really just contempt for BWA. We saw that when he charged the arena and really challenged BWA for the first time. He took wins against the Wraith and Kamala the Bouncer on the same night. He used a steel cage to separate BWA. There were also circumstances. Demolition Dunphy was there. He was part of it. Ivan was part of it. Astro with an Irish whip. And I don't think he can win the title by countout. Ortega resting against the guardrail on the outside. It's an 8 count. And I do not think the title will change hands. And I think Astro could sense that Ortega was coming back. Catches the kick. Sends Ortega to the outside again over the top rope with a kick. I guess Astro is really more of a striker. Ortega has a well-rounded style. I mean, Ortega is just, he ticks all the boxes. He's got the power. He's got the speed. He can fly. He can slam. Speaking of a slam, there's a German suplex, but too close to the ropes. And now Astro is getting himself into this match, goes to the top rope. We saw this when he went up against Ivan. Misses with a diving headbutt. Ortega hooks the leg, trying to capitalize. 2. Only 2. Diving knee. Astro trying to fight his way into this match. I would say so far Ortega has been the more impressive, but Astro is starting to show signs that he might be able to challenge Ortega here. Snapping the leg. You can see Ortega grabbing his knee there. Interesting double leg drop. Maybe attacking the joints, the knee, the elbow. Diving over the top rope, but no, Ortega sidestepped it. Ortega had it scouted, and now they're brawling out here right in front of us. Ortega driving the knee into the midsection of Astro. Referee is counting. Oh, a running knee. And once again, the strikes taking Ortega down. There's a nice knife-edge chop. And Ortega just draping Astro over the edge of the ring. That hard edge. Now, talk about a hard edge. Ortega pounding away on Astro. On that blank mask, that featureless facade that hides the true identity of Astro. He is such an elusive customer. And Ortega extending his arms in confidence. Astro trying to take advantage. Can't do it. Waistlock. German suplex. Astro still fighting. Off the ropes, and there's a back elbow. And once again, going after that knee and hip. Hey, wait a second. Hey, wait a second. There's Ivan of the United and Mighty. He was the #1 contender. Lost. Hey, wait a second. Look at that. Look at that behind Ivan. It's Mysterious Budo. At long last, Mysterious Budo's here. There's a drop kick. He's cutting Ivan off. And of course, it's not a disqualification for Ivan, but what about Budo? Is Budo with BWA? We still don't know where he stands in all of this. Ortega with a kick to the midsection. Muscle bomb. Takes Astro down. Hooks the leg. Mysterious Budo's fighting Ivan on the stage. Ortega wins. Ortega retains the World Championship. Ortega remains undefeated, but there's Budo beating up Ivan. Is he doing it for Astro, or is he doing it for himself? Of course, Ivan took the #1 contender's position from Mysterious Budo in the international blowout. He did it with dubious tactics. But we still don't know where Budo stands. Is he with Astro? Is he with BWA? Ortega retains. Make sure you subscribe to this network and be here next week.
You are now entering the hellhole.